We're back. We're back on terra firma. Yeah, there were stops in Orlando. There were stops in Tampa. There were stops in Huntsville, Alabama. But we're back at home base. And you know what? I'm laughing because it had such like a Mister Rogers vibe to it. It's like, and you know what? Hi, kids. I'm. I was talking about this on the podcast, and we're gonna get into some news and all that other stuff and political blah blah. But as my guitar strap attacks me, as they sometimes do, nobody warns you about that when you start playing guitar. Good evening, yo, Loftus, says Peter Beckwith. Is it too early for Christmas carols? Well, it's Christmas time again. Decorations are hung by the fire. We're gonna have a blast tonight. I'm here, no pants. That's the rule, you guys. That's the rule. This all started with for some of the new people. There's a ton of new. I met so many people in Orlando. Met so many people in Tampa and Huntsville. You're all amazing. Freaking veterans. Ponytail. I figured it out, buddy. Ponytail, you need to watch on Facebook. Leave comments on Facebook. I guess there's a little issue about where the comments show up. If you're watching on X, you leave the comment there. If you're watching on YouTube, you leave the comment there. And on Facebook, and they're all look at them just appearing like magic as many people come in. Turdstock. This guitar did not see the light of day at Turdstock, and that was probably a good thing. Although I have played this guitar, I did the Kamalala Ding Dong song. We did that at that show tonight. Turdstock, if you guys want to watch Turdstock, it is available for free at Studio TST. Highly recommend the Turdstock show. John Rich and Cat Turd made a big mistake by inviting me. I do a little bit of stand-up, and then it just frickin' balls out, just frickin' fantastic. John Rich did songs. Gretchen Wilson was singing. She did some stuff with John Rich, big and rich. And then there were some singer-songwriters there, and I wish I knew their names off the top of my head. It was amazing. We have the whole show available for free at studiotst.com. Lizard Peoples. Thanks for being here. So the no pants thing that started during the lockdown shows. We've been doing this for a little bit. So yeah, no mask, no pants, no problem. And it's kind of become the motto, the de facto motto, which I love. I'll take it. That's up. See, and it's the perfect segue into these Trump cabinet picks. So we have a great idea. No mask, no pants. And people are like, ew, what are you doing? We're having fun. That's what we're doing. And it's a rocking good time. And you should join in. That's the feeling that I think Donald Trump has too. When he's making these cabinet picks and people are like, really? What? We need to consider that. No, you don't. We are, you know where we live, America? We live in a little place I like to call Mandate City. I'm talking about the Electoral College. I'm talking about the popular vote. I'm talking about an overwhelming majority. I'm talking about Mandate City. Woo! Somebody just scan the QR code. Feel free to visit the website and buy some merch. Hello from St. Louis. St. Louis, that's John right there. We are going to be, I'll be doing some shows in St. Louis, putting together some shows in St. Louis, putting some shows together in Lexington, Kentucky. Definitely going to be going back to Florida soon. Houston, Texas. There'll be a bunch of dates that we're going to add. Denise, hey there from Pennsylvania. Let's just say hi to a few people before I get back into I'm in such a good mood. I am in, don't knock it till you try it. No pants are very free. No pants are the way. No pants, no, I'm not even kidding here. I'm a fan of no pants. I'm just saying. No, and I'm free. I'm free balling. All right. Hello from Orlando, Andrew. Andrew, were you at the show at the Funny Bone? That was a good time. Howdy from Nashville. Nashville, we're going to see you again in January for that show tonight. New York, I will see you in December for that show tonight. How fun will Elon and Vivek be? Bob, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Everybody, there's going to be, make sure you have enough popcorn. You're going to get your popcorn now. Get it ready because when, hello from Columbus. Hey, Nikki. Hello from Columbus. It looks like I might be doing a show in Columbus in March. Get your popcorn ready because when Vivek and Elon Musk form up to make the Department of Government Efficiency, it is going to be awesome. It is going to be bye-bye Department of Education. And listen, I could make, this is going to be the healthiest thing, one of the healthier things for our country, getting rid of these agencies. The Department of Education, maybe it was necessary in the 70s, because you had, we want to do standardize this. And a lot of people thought it was a bad idea. A lot of people thought it was a great idea. So it was an experiment and we tried it. And according to a lot of information that I've read, test scores, everything has just gone down ever since. And we're churning out more kids who can't read at grade level. They can't do math at grade level. They don't have critical thinking skills. They can't solve problems. The shit sucks. And we're spending more money than ever. So let's close up the Department of Education. Give all that money back to the states and chop the administrators. All the money, the vast majority of the money is going to the administrators. It's not going to the teachers. And that's something that it's like when you start to talk about illegal immigration with somebody, it's always so frustrating. And they're like, my parents were immigrants. Okay, so did they come in legally? There's a difference between immigrants and illegal immigrants. If someone is here illegally, they're going to have to go. Heads are going to explode. It's going to be non-stop mayhem. And Orville Redenbacher, if I were a man of means, I would be heavily invested in Orville Redenbacher, and that shit would be popping constantly. Findley's here. Ahoy hoy, Bob. School choice. Absolutely. I hope Jimmy outlives his department. Jimmy Carter. There you go. Took me a second there, James Hammer. Dropping the hammer. Yeah, that was a Jimmy Carter thing. Carter was the original Joe Biden. Like Jimmy Carter had his brother Billy Bob, who was like making Billy beer and was just like, it was just, I guess it was just unsavory at the time. But yeah, Joe had to kick it up a notch with Hunter. I want them all. I don't want to, yo, Jim, thanks for being here, man. Sean Duffy as transportation secretary. Here's the deal. And this is the thing that's driving me crazy. So let's just get right at it. Confirm these guys. What I like about the conservative movement, this is what I like about not being on the left, but you get jealous of some things. Like Biden's cabinet picks, everybody was like, yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, there you go. Pete Buttigieg for transport. Sure, absolutely. Like, I don't think anybody even got in, like, he was the mayor of some little town in Indiana. Obviously, Pete was in over his head with the whole transportation thing. It's been an absolute crap show. So while I respect the right for going, oh, we need to properly vet and all this. Okay. Were you doing that shit for Joe Biden? Because if you weren't asking for people to be properly vetted under Joe Biden, don't start the shit now. There is a clear mandate. The will of the people. The people have spoken. We don't like what's been going on. We want to change. That's how we got here. We wanted to change in 2016. And then we wanted to keep it going in 2020. I'm not going to talk about that election. Yet here we are again. And we're louder than ever, and it's wonderful. And I have been smiling since election day. I have been smiling. I have been just like everything just seems a little bit nicer, right? Sky's a little bluer, sun's a little shinier, birds are singing, tits are perky. What? Okay. Cornhole Pete. Hey, we're not going to judge that. Not all of Pete's ideas are bad. I'm not gonna sit here and let you besmirch. Where's the TSA pre-check for these nominations? I want Matt Gaetz for DOJ so badly. That's a dude. He didn't put up with the COVID silliness. He didn't put up with the games that the FBI was playing with Hunter Biden's laptop. He participated in none of those reindeer games. And Matt also doesn't take any money from lobbyists. There's no special interest groups that are funding him. He's funded by people who he gets donations online. Yeah. I went into this a lot on the podcast. It's still up. Just go. It's on the website. Go to the website. Listen to the podcast. Cat Turd. Cat Turd is going to be on the podcast. We have locked it in. That'll be happening. That's going to be awesome. So Nancy Pelosi told this story of the wrap-up smear. And this is how it goes. Nancy, I learned this from Nancy Pelosi watching on video. What you do is you start a rumor. This is what they did to Donald Trump too. They did this thing. Isn't that right, Mr. Claw? That's right, Nancy. Thank you, Mr. Claw. You start a rumor. Then it's very important that you get the media to write a story about that. Then you can go, you let that percolate a little bit, more stories are written, and then you get the government involved. You're like, I'm reading a lot of stories about this in the newspaper, and then you have to have investigation. Then the investigation becomes the story, and it doesn't even matter how the whole thing got started, and then you can merchandise that story. They did it to Trump. It is one of the oldest tricks in the book, and they did it to Matt Gaetz. And as soon as they tried, I'm sure somebody has this on DVD somewhere, because I just happened to be watching Tucker Carlson that evening. Someone was trying to blackmail Matt Gaetz and his family. And they're like, we have proof or we have witnesses that say X, Y, and Z. Matt Gaetz immediately called law enforcement, and then he called Tucker Carlson's show. And he was proclaiming his innocence because he knows exactly what they were doing to him. And I would just hate to see that work. I would hate to see a bunch of rhinos on the GOP play into this game. Like they did it to Trump with Russia collusion. When they knew the Steele dossier was bullshit, James Comey even said that he leaked it because he wanted a special counsel. It drives me crazy. Fewer politicians and more patriots in office, and we the people need to run our country again. Donna, you are absolutely right. Isn't it funny that all the leaks and the rumors all benefit the Dems? Isn't it? Isn't it? And isn't it just a weird set of circumstances that these states that always take forever in counting ballots, they never find you. I have never heard of boy, it's Arizona. We've been counting now for the past 6 weeks. We just found a truckload of ballots for the conservative. We just found several 100,000 Republican ballots. Oh, there might be 2 in here for the opponent, but the vast majority, 98%, shit never goes our way. Yeah, the leaks, the memos, the what was it the other day? A hacker. Oh, a hacker managed to bust it. Remember, a hacker got Trump's tax documents, and then they ran with it, and there was nothing in them. Oh boy, I get so pissed off. Sunny on The View. This is Brenda saying this. Hello, Brenda, sweet cheeks. That Sunny Houston. I don't watch The View. Had to retract a statement. Matt Gaetz must have that show on speed dial. It was awesome to watch. Somebody posted the video. It was fantastic. Like Whoopi starts a conversation, and then Sunny says something. They go to break, and they come back, and the camera's on Whoopi. And to her credit, she looked to be amused by it. She's like, Sonny, I think you have a statement you want to read. And yeah, ABC Legal must have handed her a script and said, no, you dummy, now you have to read this shit. And she goes, wow, these charges have never been blah, blah, blah. Matt Gaetz is that it was frickin', and it looked like she was choking on every word. Like every word was made out of bitter sand. It was great. Shithole countries have their shit together when it comes to counting votes. Yeah. I did some research on this. That mail-in ballots, France doesn't do them anymore. Not on the scale that we do, right? Every country has a thing like, oh, you're sick, you can vote by mail. Or, oh, you're stationed overseas, you can vote by mail. They make accommodations for those people. But we are the weird country that does these bizarre, like massive vote by mail. And you know, France doesn't do it anymore. England doesn't do it anymore. The vast majority of European countries don't do it anymore. And there's one reason why. Can you guess? Fraud. If you were guessing fraud, give yourself 5 points. Aren't there counties in California still counting ballots? There probably are. They're battling. But it's all like stoners, like hippie dudes. Like, all right, that's 1 for Gavin Newsom. And here's 1. It's hard to see. That signature looks like Scooby-Doo, bro. No, check out the way this chick draws her S's. That looks like, no, it looks like Woodstock. Yeah, I guarantee they get easily distracted. And then you have to remember, what the ratio, you got to make the ratio look good. That's the other thing. That's just, here's what I got. We got deadly serious there for a second. Pennsylvania, and the state Supreme Court says, no, you're not going to count those ballots. If you count those ballots, you are in violation of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court and the law. And Pennsylvania's like, we're doing it because, evidently the law doesn't mean anything anyway to anybody. So we're just going to count them. Oh, I want those people to go to jail. Ann Margaret says hello from downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. Hello, Ann Margaret from downtown St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm Elvis Presley from downtown your heart. Hey, Ann Margaret from downtown St. Petersburg. Hey, Ann Margaret, take those pants off. They is just butthurt. They lost, and I think there's hope to turn shit over. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna try. And this is where I was saying this. I was saying on the podcast, and I'm saying it here too. We have to go just balls out, balls to the wall, be super loud, continue to be super loud, continue to talk to your friends about it, continue to talk to everybody about it, make some noise. There's going to be some shady ass shenanigans. They're not going to give up. They're not going to give up power without a fight. And these, no one's going to stop. We want to think of this like a prize fight. We want to think about it. Well, it's not Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Oh, I'm gonna try to make it look good. Duck, Jake. This is gonna come right for your head. We like to think about politics as a prize fight or like a race. Oh, now it's over and we won. Now we're moving on. Well, they might have counted the majority of the ballots. We know who, how the vote came out, but these deep state career politician, permanent Washington resident, they're not going to want to give up without a fight. And the people who believe in this far left woke agenda aren't going to go, oh, well, I guess we were wrong. Look at what Jaguar just did. Jaguar. They used to be this incredibly awesome car company. If you wanted luxury and speed and everything good that Europe has to offer, you want a Jaguar. Well, they just rebranded. Now they're like Jaguar. Rare. There is it's like an explosion of woke took over Jaguar. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that? When you look around the media landscape, you look around at companies that get woke and go broke, I bet they know it won't affect them. I bet they know that they sell cars to really rich people, really rich, stupid people, really rich people who are in control of a lot of industries, really rich people who are very stupid, yet in control of a lot of industries, who are very, very woke. So while the rest of us are sitting back going, okay, here comes Trump, here comes, the rays of sunshine, Jaguar is like, we've decided to rebrand. They're not going to go away. Check out the trailer for How to Train Your Dragon. After all the money that Disney lost on The Little Mermaid, here comes How to Train Your Dragon. It's the same thing again. It's the same thing all over again. But it's woke. It's a joke. We don't like it. Okay, is she really in Hawaii? Is who really in Hawaii? Late to the show. Glad to be here. Well, thank God you are. You came just in time. We're about to announce the results from this week's poll. Yeah. We did a poll over the blast-o-rama, and I have the results right here. No peeking. So the poll question was this: if Trump was going to get new theme music, what would instead of "Hail to the Chief"? You know how like when the president comes out and they play that ba bum ba 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 ba. If they were going to change that out, what would they change it out to? And 10%, there was four choices you could choose from, and 10% of the people wanted to do the YMCA. It's fun to bam, 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 bam. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. 10% of the people said that. That's a great dance. I love how popular that dance is right now. That's freaking phenomenal. That's organic. It's just happening. NFL players are doing it. Boxers are doing it. UFC fighters are doing it. European soccer people are doing it. It's great. I like the golf swing. Okay, 10% said YMCA. 15% said instead of Hail to the Chief, we could play Heroes by David Bowie. I wish I could swim. That would be a good one. 20% said, I like this one. Dirty deeds and the done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds. Wouldn't that be great? If they're like, ladies and gentlemen, it's like the State of the Union address. And they're like, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. If having trouble with the USA, she's giving you the rule. Ooh, that'd be great. But the number one song by far that everybody, 55% of the respondents said the song should be "Hold On, I'm Coming" by Sam and Dave. So hold on, don't down, 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 down. That'd be a good one. So don't you ever feel sad. Dirty Deeds. Yes, Dirty Deeds. That would be a good one. If you're having trouble with Nancy Pelosi, she's giving you the rule. You want a balanced budget, not this grossly. Here's what you gotta do, fella. Pick up the phone. I'm here alone. Shh, Melania. All right. Hold On, I'm Coming. Brian voted for that. I remember that album came out in the USA. AC/DC's phenomenal. AC/DC's just the best. I don't know how you argue with that. Okay, so hopefully everyone realizes. Next week we'll talk about Thanksgiving plans, because next week the show will be like the day before Thanksgiving. I'm so completely stoked. And relief should come pretty quickly. Because as we, somebody says LL, Bonnie is low laughing her MFAO. LL. Laughing, my hoa. Okay. Oh, Mr. Loftus and crew, thank you for the giggles. Thank you, Sean. It's a lot of fun. If you like this, you're going to love that show tonight in Studio TST. Just like we were talking about How to Train Your Dragon, they did a racial swap. The girl who was one color in the movie is now going to be another color from blah. It's the classic thing. It's the DEI stuff, the woke stuff. It's not going to go away. So we might as well start making our own entertainment. That's what we've been doing with That Show Tonight in Studio TST. And I thank you all for supporting that. And it's humble beginnings, but we keep adding new content. We keep doing new shows. We keep getting new stuff like Turdstock and more shows coming out of Nashville and New York. It's freaking awesome. Kathy says Myrtle Beach. Hey, somebody let me know what the comedy club is in Myrtle Beach. I want to go. DEI bait and switch. It was just my imagination once again. Think it was a typo. Well, Kelly says it was a typo that I read out loud. I look at the comments and sometimes it is a typo. I get supported like a jockstrap, says Jim. Magnifici, whatever. Okay. At Thanksgiving, will Gutfeld be at the kids' table? He's always at the kids' table. They just don't tell. No, I guarantee Greg sits on a giant throne of goodness, and I think his family has to be busting with pride at that guy. But he might sit on a phone book, though. Everyone agrees that you should be the director of comedy. That's what I should do. You guys, I should reach out to Pete Hegseth. I don't know if he even has the same phone number. I sent him a text. I just love the idea that I could text the Secretary of Defense. Do you know how much trouble that's going to get me out of? How much trouble when you can just text the Secretary of Defense? I won't do it all the time, but I will do it. Like when my food is late, I'm like, you guys, I ordered those chicken fingers like 20 minutes ago. Where are they? I don't want to hear your excuses. Don't make me text the Secretary of Defense. More fun at the kids' table. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun here. Court jester. Yeah, Bill Clinton used to ask the female entrants of the White House to train his dragon. Hey, Monica, I tell you what. I don't know if you believe in dragons, but I bet if you got down on your knees and you closed your eyes, I bet I could make a dragon appear for you. Have you ever wanted to kiss a dragon on the nose? I do think Pete will be confirmed as Secretary of Defense. Yeah, I do. I think they all will. Because of pages like this and people like us in continuing to be loud. It's unacceptable. And I will aggressively look to primary and support every effort to primary any candidate that gets in the way. Yep. You have a little window. I think like Collins is up. She's in New England. She'll have to run again in 2 years, right? The way they do the Senate and all that stuff. So she might try to do a little bit of, she's got whatever. Politics now gets into it. We have a little tiny window and we have to move at lightning speed because then all these people are running for re-election and all this stuff. So we got to make sure that Trump gets in there, protect that dude. I love how unorthodox it all is. Me too. We have to protect Trump, protect Vance, make sure those guys are on the up and up, and encourage everybody who's in DC now to get off their asses and give him the cabinet that he wants. And I guarantee all of these people will be under scrutiny, all of their moves. So seriously, and I say this, I try to be the voice of reason, kind of. Like if anybody's really a jackhole, if anybody's really a knucklehead, they got to go. That's what I like about our side. We'll hold everybody accountable. Trust me, we'll hold everybody accountable. Denise says, "Why are those pants still on?" Why are those pants still on, you knuckleheads? Take those pants off and get your ass in this bed. It's a live stream. A live stream. Why those underwear still on? If they weren't, we could have so much fun. Kamala would have had a liquor cabinet. They have a liquor store. I did a video about it many moons ago. But Nancy Pelosi, there's a congressional liquor store in there. You can stop by. I don't know. Maybe, I hope we're not paying for that liquor because I think they go through a lot of it anyway. Give us a Tampon Tim leg kick. I don't want to drop my guitar. Listen, as the governor of Minnesota, we really tried. Hello, everybody. Hello back there. You and you. Oh, look, you're just, We tried. We wanted to bring the joy. They stole our joy. They stole it. They stole our joy. And then you know what they did with our joy? They used it for their little dance moves. And they had real joy. That was freaking perfect. How they had to make up this whole fake joy movement. Meanwhile, after Trump gets in, everybody's legit. It's a freaking end zone dance. It's legitimate joy. It's people who are happy. It's great. It's great. You guys are you're awesome. I'm stoked for Thanksgiving. I'm stoked for more shows. and Christmas carols. Well, it's Christmas time again. Decorations are hung by the fire. Love it to the Trump pump. The Trump pump. That sounds, I don't know if I'm going to call it the Trump pump. The Trump pump. The Trump pump is a private thing between two consenting adults who are gonna make America great again in the in the bedroom. Waltz can go back to teaching drama club. He shouldn't even be teaching that. Like, what is that dude qualified for? I want to get them all out. Somebody earlier in the comments was like, get Patriots back in there. Yeah. It should be a noble and short endeavor, and everybody should honestly worry about how history is going to view them. I want everybody who goes to DC to be like Jimmy Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life, and you go there for a short amount of time and you keep your business running, because you're going to have to come back to that. But you go to DC and you just try to do the right thing for the people who you represent. You're not there to spend a bunch of money. You're not there to get insider trading tips. You're not in there to make government bigger. You're in there to do a good deed for the American people. And you have a finite amount of time, and then you're going to have to leave. And then the next guy's going to come in. And I want him to go, ooh, I got to do as good as that guy. I got to do as good as that guy who did such a great and noble and patriotic job. That's really what I want to do. That's what I want. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Jimmy Stewart, best. It was friggin', that's one of those movies I get choked up at every single time. I get Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, gets me in the feels. Also, It's a Wonderful Life, that gets me every single time. And then there's a new one. We can't get into this now. We have to get out of here. Well, somebody should have slapped the pharmacist sooner. I don't know what that's in response to, but that was a beautiful comment to read. Somebody should have smacked the pharmacist sooner. I love this. I love you. Okay, so thank the almost 400 people for watching live. You're incredible. Let's get out of here. Let's get going. We got more shows coming out. Always check back at theloftusparty.com. There's new content there every single day. Thank you for subscribing and listening to the podcast. We're having an absolute blast doing it. We just had Reno Collier on the show. Cat Turd's going to be on a show. We got some more special guests lining up for the podcast. The people on Locals, the people on Patreon, they get their own show. Yeah. So spend a couple bucks on Locals. Come over and be my friend. You guys are awesome. Hopefully I'll be doing a show in your hometown very soon, and you can come out and be a part of it. It's all about finding the balance. And I want to do enough live shows that it's fun and everybody gets to come out. We have a blast. I also got to keep the website going. And then I also have to, studio TST and those shows. So right now I'm feeling really good about everything. And a lot of that is due to you guys for being so awesome and supportive. So thank you so much for being here. Holy criminy. The number keeps going up and I'm a whore. I am a whore and I'll just keep going. I'm being honest. So thank you guys. Thank you, Stephen, Andrea, Nathan, Andrew, Kathy, First Hawk Feathers, everybody. Thank you all. I'll sit here and I'll name everybody. You are absolutely the best. A lot of you folks have been here since the very first one of these, and I'm telling you, you honor me, and I could not love you more. I will see you next time. Friday, new video. Saturday is the weekend memes. Sunday is Sunday jams. If you want to be a part of the community at theloftusparty.com, email me at theboss@theloftusparty.com. Go enjoy the rest of your evening. Leave the pants off. Go do some dirty deeds and